Number 2 from المعاصر book, relation and function. Listen to me about first question. Before we start introduction, we will explain first the relation between x and y. Give me the example like relation between x and y, x equal half of y or x twice of y. We want to find the relation between two sets. We know domain, it will be the first in the range of the function, it will be the second is the function, but if we have relation we can find the first domain and codomain is the second. The range from the order second projection here, we call this the range. Okay, and we have a relation table like this and order pairs, also arithmetic and graphical represent. We have equation like this. We want to find solve it between our x and y, as x plus 3 equal y, like -1 plus what equal the answer -1 plus 3 equal 2 here. Then we have -1 and 2. Put 0 plus 3 equals 3, we have 3, and put 2 plus 3 is 5, we have 2 and 5. We can find the relation here. Try to resolve number 1. We have x and y. We can write the relation with its order, y equal to 2 power x. Okay, listen to me. The relation here, y equal 2 power x. The relation, first I will put 0 here, 2 power 0 equal 1 in y, and put 1, 2 power 1 equal 2. Then we have 1 and 2, and then put 2 power 2 equal 4, and put power 3, 2 power 3 equal 8. This is number 1. Number 2, write the relation in a table. We can draw a table like this and write x and y. X was 0 and y was 1, 1 was 2 and 2 was 4 and 3 was 8. This is number 2. Number 3, represent by arithmetic. We can draw a table like this about first x and second y here. The element of x is 0, 1, 2, 3, and y 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and choose 0 with 1, 1 with 2 the image, and 2 with 4, and 3 with 8. This is number 2. Number 4, represents the relation graphically. We can draw x-axis and y-axis. Write 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 0, 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. From 1 or 0 with 1 here, and 1 with we write the relation. We put 0 with 1, and 1 here with 2, and 2 with 4, and 3 with 8, and 4 with 16. Understood? State the domain and the range of the relation. Okay, we can write the domain is the first. What is the first answer? We have 0, 1, 2, and 3. And the range, we can write the range of the image. 2 power 0 is 1, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 power 2 is 4, 3 power 2 equal 9. Okay, 1, 2, and 9. We have into 4. Understood? Then again I will solve this question again. We can find the relation 0 with 1, and 1 with 2, and put 2 power 2 equal 4, 3 power 2 equal 9. Okay, I will solve it again. And relation about Cartesian, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. The image with 0 with 1, and 1 with 2, and 2 with 4, and 3 with 9. Only we haven't 4 here. We haven't 4 in x. Okay. Then you can cancel 4 and 16. If I do it, cancel it. Okay. Cancel 4 with 16. Next question. Relation R from x to x when stay R is relation on x to x. This is therefore R subset Cartesian product between together. This we can find by itself. It means x additive inverse of the number. Additive inverse like 1, negative 1, 0 is 0, negative 1 and 1. In the domain we can find first 1, 0 and negative 1, and the range negative 1, 0 and 1 of the relation. Number 2, we have relation here between two sets. Me x doubled of y. X is 2 product by y. In the relation we have here, if we put 1, look at here, the image in x also, if we put 1, 2 times 1 equal 2. Put 2, 2 times 2 equal 4. Okay, then 4, 4 times 2, 8, we have an image of 4. Then these are number 1. Number 2, this is the domain and the range. We can write the domain will be 1 and 2, the first, and the second will be range. The range will be second, 2 and 4 is the domain and the range. Number 3, represent with our diagram. We can draw the same points because x relation with its together. Okay, x with 1 and 2 and 4. The image from 1 was 2 and 2 was 4. Is number 3. Number 4, represent relation graphically. We can draw it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The image with 1 with 2 and 2 with 4. Number 4. Okay, I finished now. Now we complete how to find the product between two sets. Write the relation from drawing. Okay, first look at the ray going from 7 to itself. Is in the relation 1, 7 with 7, and 5 to 7, 5 to 7. Look at here, and 5 with 9. And also the ray going from 7 to 9, 7 to 7 and 7 to 9, 5 to 7, 5 to 9. Then we can represent graphically and write domain. Write 7 and 5, and the range will be the second, 7 and 9. And then number 2, we can represent graphically about this information. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then the image 7 with 7, 7 with 7 up, 6, 7, and 5 with 7, 5 with 7, 5 with 9, 5 going up to 9, and 7 with 9. Understood? Is graphic. You can draw it by yourself using ruler and pencil. Okay. Next, the function. Function in the form we can write sets also, but we have rule. Each element has only one image in Y. The function from set X to set Y is a relation from X to it is every element X to only one element in Y. Okay, X element in X has only one image in Y. Set X is called the domain of the function, and Y called is the domain of the function. The image we call the range of the function. The image of the elements of the range. Like this relation, we call this a function because each element of X has only one row going from X to Y. We have relation between together. Every element of X appears only once as a first projection. Okay, and every element of X has only one arrow coming out from it to one of the element of Y. Of every vertical line has only one point for every X passing through one point. This is the reason about solution. Okay, and also we can write every element of X has only one arrow coming out of it to one of the element of Y. Like this question, we have our function here like this because every element of X appears as a first projection. Appears as a first projection only once. And also here not function because element 0 belonging to X appears as the first projection more than once. Here not function because the element 2 belonging to X doesn't have any arrow coming out of it. This arrow diagram to draw. The solution here as a function also because each element in X has only one arrow going out or coming out from X to Y. I represent the function from X to Y because every element of X appears as a first projection only once in the order pairs of representation relation. Okay, as a first projection in relation, we have range and domain and codomain. We can solve this example also. Number 1. He won't find the relation. Give me X equals square root of Y and won't find the relation between two sets. First, 1 equals square root of 1 and 2 is square root of 4 and 3 square root of 9. Okay, this relation. Number 2, he won't represent using arrow diagram. We can draw X and Y. The element of X was 1, 2, 3 and Y was 1, 4, 6 and 9. 1 was 1, 2 was 4, 3 was 9. This is a function of not, we call it the function because every element of X appears only once as the first projection in the relation. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We call this a function because this number 3 is a function because each element of X appears only once as a first projection. So this is number 1. Next question, we won't find domain and codomain. We can write the domain will be the first 1, 2 and 3 and the range will be equal 1, 4 and 9. Okay, we have domain and the range about this function. Number 5, you won't find the relation from the table here. Going from 2 to 3 and 3 to 2, 3 with 2 and 4 with 4 and 1 with 1. Okay, this relation here. Draw graphically like this, X and Y, and put the point vertical. We call this the function because every element of X appears a first projection only once in R. Okay, or each vertical has only one point, or we can write each element in X has only one image in the same relation of X or outing out one times. Only one image. Each element of X has only one image in X. This question, which of the following represent a function from X to Y? The relation represent the function, find the range. Number one is the function because each element has only one image in Y. Then the range here, or here refers to the range, will be the image 1 on 9. This is number one. The number two here is range. Also, we can write 1 and 4 and 9 because we called it function. Number three, not a function because element 1 which belongs to X has only 2 image in Y. Number 4, not function because element 2 hasn't any image in Y. Number 2, give me relation A. Number 1, not function because element C hasn't any image in Y. Number 1, not function. Okay, number 1, not function because the element C hasn't any image in Y. Understood? Number 1, not a function. Why? Because C belonging to X, the element C belonging to X don't or doesn't or didn't, right, didn't appear as a first projection. This is number 1. Number 2, we have A, B, B, C. B has 2 image, not function. So not a function. Why? Because element P which belongs to X appeared as a first projection more than once. Appeared as a first projection more than once. Okay, more than once. It's number 2. Number 3, we have a function, number C function, because every element in X appears as a first projection only once in the R. Number 3, yes, function, because every element in X has or appeared as a first projection appears as a first projection only once in R. Then we can find the range here about this function, right? 2, 8 and 10 is the range. Okay, next question, number 3, 1, 5 and 7. This relation, this function, because everyone in image right after me. Okay, number 1 is a function. Here is a function because every element in X appeared as a first projection only once, and in the range we can write 3, 6 and 2. Number 2, not a function because the element here 1 hasn't any image in the table. Number 2, not a function because the element 1 belonging to X doesn't appear as a first projection in the table. doesn't appear. You can write this, okay, write here with me, because the element 1 belonging to x, or the element 1 which belonging to x, doesn't appear a first projection in the table. Doesn't appear as a first projection in the table. Understood? Element 1, we haven't one here. It's also not function, because element 1 has only 2 images, has more than 1 arrow coming out of it. Number 3, it's not function, because which one belonging to x has more than 1 arrow coming out of it. Understood? Number 4, if R is the relation from x to y and R equal 2 and 2, 0 and 2, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 2 is a function or not, we have 2, 0, 3 and 4. We can write here the relation from table. Okay, you can draw table and write the information in it. Draw table like this. Write x and y, 2 with 2, 0 with 2, and 3 with 1, and 4 with 2, and then draw arrow diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 with 2, 0 with 2, 3 with 1, 4 with 2. Okay, and then we can write the domain, the first projection 2, 0, 3, 4, and we can find the range, second 2 and 1, don't repeating, okay, 2 and 1 only. Number 5, we can write the relation here. Look at from 3 to 1 and 4 to 5, and also 5 to 6 and 7 to 6. That's number 1. Number 2, write the relation in the table. You can draw the table like this and write x and y. The image 3 with 1, 4 with 5, 5 with 6, and 7 with 6. Number 3, we want graphically. You can draw x-axis and y-axis like this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 3 with 1, 4 with 5, 5 with 6, 7 with 6. Understood? Then we can find the domain and the range. Number 4, the domain, it will be 3, 4, 5, and 7. And the range 1, 5, 6. Number 5, does the relation represent a function or not? It's a function, yes. Relation is a function. Why? You can write the reason. Because every element in x has only one arrow coming out, about arrow diagram. From arrow diagram, you can use the solution about arrow diagram here. because every element x has only one arrow coming out of it in the arrow diagram. Understood? Okay, I will write the reason here. Yes, is a function. Why? Because every element in x, every element in x has only one, okay, has only one arrow coming, only one arrow coming out. Of it in the arrow diagram. Okay, complete with me down. Asked about the relation here, function or not function. You can write the relation by order. We can write the order base. We have here domain and codomain, and find the relation between x and y. We have -1. Look at here, -1 with 2, first order, and second from 1 to -1, and from 2 to 1, and 2 with 3, not functions, okay, 2 and 3, and 3 with 4. And then number 2, he won't find the relation in the table. We can draw a table like this and write the image x and y, -1 with 2, 1 with -1, 2 with 1, 2 with 3, and 3 with 4. Number 3, he won't represent by arrow diagram. We can draw here x and y. X was -1, 1, -1, 1, 2, and 3, and y -1 and 1, 2, 3, and 4. The image from -1 to 2, 1 to -1, 2 to 1, 2 with 3, 3 with 4. Number 4, find the domain and the range of the relation. We can write the domain of the relation 2 and 3. Don't repeat 2, okay? And the range, the image 2, -1, 1, 3, and 4. Number 5, does the relation represent the function or not? It's not a function. Why? Because the vertical line, you can ask about this, because the vertical line at polling 2x through more than one pair of the point representation in the relation. Okay, understood? Because the element x which polling to x has only 2 points in the vertical line here, right? Not function, because x or 2 polling to x passes through the vertical line at 2 points. More than 1. Okay, so to the relation convert to function, we must have only 1 point in the vertical line. The vertical line has only one image, but number 2 has only 2 images, since this function not relation not function. Okay, more than one in the R. Number 7, determine which of the following relation is considered a function and which not. Number 1, the relation here is the student's seat number and his exam grade is the function, because each one has only one number in the exam. It's the function. Number 1, function. Number 2, relation between Sharm el-Sheikh hotels and tourists. Function, not function, not function, because the number has only, or the number of tourists can go to another hotel, or we can put the group of tourists in one hotel. Okay, this is not a function. Maybe one of the tourists in the first group has 2 hotels, going 2 hotels, not one only hotel. Okay, or never hotel. Sometimes the tourists come without hotel. Okay, he will going without hotel. Understood? Then Sharm el-Sheikh hotels and tourists not function, because the tourists maybe the first group has 2 hotels. He received 2 hotels, not function. Number 3, relation between names of governments and administrative capital of each government is a function, because Cairo is the capital of Egypt and Mansoura is the capital of the Ahliya government. Number 4, the relation between students and school activities. It's not function, because sometimes students like 2 activities or more, or no any activities. Not a function. Number 8, we have x and y, and our relation x to y. Write the order pair x equals 3y. We can write the relation here equals the very first order 0 times 3 equals 0. 3 times 1 equal 3, then 3 and 1, and put y equal 3. 3 times 3 is 9. We can write here, we haven't 9 but 2. 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, put 2 and 6, and 6 and 2, x equal 6, and then y equal 2, because 2 times, put here 2 times 3 equals 6, in 6 in the x. Number 2, state the domain and the range of the relation. We can write the domain first, 0, 3 and 6, and the range 0, 1 and 2. Number 3, represent the using arithmetic. We can put here the relation here about first and second. The first set 0, 3 and 6, and second 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 with 3 and 3 with 6, zero with 0, sorry, 0 with 0 here, 3 with 1, and 6 with 2. Understood? This is question number 3. Number 4, you want represent a relation graphically. We can draw x-axis and y-axis. x 0, 3, 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and y 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 0 with 0 and 3 with 1, 6 with 2. Okay, this relation graphically. Next question. We have relation x greater than or equal to y. Can raise the relation here. Tell me the answer. We have 2 is equal to, and 4 greater than 2, 4 greater than 3, and 6 greater than 2, 6 greater than 3, and 6 greater than 5, and also 8 greater than 2, and 5 and 3, and 8 is greater than 7. Then we can find the domain of this relation. The first 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. And the range, we can write the image. We have 2, 3, 5, 7. The range. X and Y. X was 2, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, and Y 2, 3, 5, 7. We can choose 2 with 2, 4 with 2 and 3, and 6, 5, 3 and 2, and 8 with 7, and 5 and 3 and 2. And we can draw graphically about this relation. Vertical, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 with 2. 4 was 2 and 3 and 5, 2 and 3 also, 2 and 3. And you can write here like this, 5, we have 5, no, 6 greater than 4 and 5 and also 6 and 7, 4, 5, 6. We haven't 7 in the exam, but 8, we have 8. We have 2, 3, 5, or 6 and 7. 5 and 7. We haven't 6. Okay, 5 and 7. Next question. The relation here x equals third y. Question number 10. We can find the relation 1/3 of 3 and 2/3 of 6 and 3/3 of 9. It's a function. Yes, function. Why? Because every element in x a bird as a first projection in the ordered pairs representing the relation. Representing the relation. And we can find the range 3, 6, 9. This is the range. Multiple choice question. If R is a function from x to y, then x, we called it the domain. We called it the domain. It shows letter B. Answer here, letter B. X, we called it the domain. Next question. If R is a function from x to y, then y, we called it domain. Domain shows letter B. The answer here, letter B. Next question. Of image of the domain of the function, it's called range. We called it range. With letter C, the range. The image will be the range. Which of the following relation is not a function from x to y? We must choose what? Choose letter E, because element 5 has more than image and y, or 5 has extra arrow going or coming out from x to y more than 1. The image of x or 5, which 5 pointing to x, has more than images in y. Image is y. Next relation, we have here x and y. You won't find where is the function here. The function we have 1 2 5. Look at here, 1 2 5. It shows letter D. 1 and 2 and 5 has only one image. Then we call this the function. We have relation here. He asked about the range. The range will be the second projection. 7 8 7 8 will be 7 and 8. It shows letter C. The range. What domain is the function's domain? It will be the first. The first here will be 1 2 4 5. 1 2 4 5. It shows letter C. 1 2 4 5. We called it the domain is the first projection. Next question, number 8. If x equal 5 7 8 and y equal 9 and 10, and r is the function from x to y, what is the value of k? K here we have 5 7 8. But here 5 8 7. Then k must be equal 7. Each element in x has only one image in R. We have graphically, we want to find the function. Where is the function here? We have 1 2 3. One haven't here. We hasn't here. One hasn't the image. Not function. One has only one image to one only image in the vertical line axis. Vertical line here has 1 point. Then we must choose letter B. The function. Letter B is the function because vertical line has only 1 point. Here, the given figure is the function of x. The range all arrow going to A. Then the range here will be A. Choose letter A. X equal 2 3 4 and R is a function here E and B and 3. So the value of A plus B, we need write the first. We have 3 and 4 and 2. We must E and 2 put summation between together. Then A plus B equal 4 plus C 2 or 2 plus 4. The result will be 6. Okay, because he write here 3. Then we must write B equal 2 and A equal 3, or in the inverse 4 and 2. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Then the answer will be letter C. Choose letter C here. Okay, it's the last question. Okay, number 7. What is the domain of the function? We can write first 1 2 4 5. 1 2 4 5. It shows letter C. And answer letter C. We have x and y. The function finds the value of k. Look at here, 5 7 8. 5 8 7. Then the value of k will be 7. Okay, this page was repeating. The last question now.